hit at mid-range where you can punish things.
So here we go in game one. We're going to Battlefield. I actually think this favors Lucas more than a little bit. Greninja loves to kill off the top. This is of course the only legal stage that has a higher blast zone. Now Lucas likes to kill at the top as well, so...
I was just going to mention every single one of Lucas' main kill options are off the top with the PK hoo-ha, the up throw, up air as well, but except for forward smash I guess, but that's not really the most common of kill moves for Lucas I think.
The most relevant thing about this stage in this matchup I guess is the platforms. It means Greninja really can't do his up and down, advanced Japanese combos.
That is true. But I feel like ShuC recently has been going for a playstyle that relies less on them, which will benefit him a lot on the stages like this.
Yeah.
Or in matchups in which you can't get them because of the opponent's slipperiness.
I definitely agree, you know. ShuC's playstyle with Greninja is a lot less based on these footstool combos that we see Arsenine do a lot. And then again, you know, when we're talking about footstools, Lucas has some crazy extended footstools combos, but those get interrupted as well. I think this is still just mostly good for WhYYZ though, because Lucas usually has a bit of trouble catching up to fast characters like Greninja. So in matchups like that, you want a narrow stage, which is exactly what he got.
Yeah, I think that Battlefield's his second narrow stage.
There it is? No.
In his favor. Oh, good attempt with the 2-frame, but overall I think that even though this is not the best stage for Greninja, I don't think it is the best stage for Lucas in this matchup either. I think it's just
neutral start.
Neutral start, which is what you would expect from a first game.
And ShuC definitely knows about these down smashes at the ledge. The first time, he didn't go straight up, he went diagonally into the stage to mess up the timing on WhYYZ's down smash. And the second time he went straight up over, but it won't save him from a back throw.
Yeah, 130 at the edge with massive amounts of rage on Lucas. That was guaranteed death. And that is one in return. Back to even.
WhYYZ letting out a big sigh, because that's of course where you gotta cement your lead, you know. And you see this all too often. People take a stock and then they relax for a bit, but that's actually the moment you need to focus the most.
Because the opponent will try to reset the situation as quick as they can. Meanwhile, I noticed that ShuC is going for a lot of 50-50 kind of with his forward air and misses almost every one of them. Meaning that WhYYZ actually doing really well in predicting him in when he's going to use forward air. So both players are trying to find a good opening for some nice combos, which that one was right there. Instantly giving ShuC a small lead, but obviously percentage isn't too much when both characters have a great amount of kill power, as we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, and WhYYZ actually taking a back foot after taking the first stock. There is about a 30-20% deficit right now. Nothing too major, but for Lucas to get these kill confirms, to get these big damage, he needs a grab, but he hasn't been getting any grabs on ShuC, or at least not too much.
Yeah, the main difference indeed with their kill confirms is that Lucas has a bigger risk when going for them because of most of them coming from the grab, and because he has a tether grab, he does have a longer cooldown than most others.
Yeah, even though it's probably the best tether grab in the game right now.
When it comes to just being a grab, without a doubt. When it comes to rewards, some may be better. But right now, definitely looks on kill percent. Greninja might be in PK hoo-ha percent, but I don't know exactly when that is.
Well, he's not a very floaty character, so I guess we'll find out when WhYYZ actually managed to land a grab, which has been super hard for him this game so far.
True, but he's not even focusing on the grab, which I think is a good thing. He's focusing on just getting chip damage, trying to zone him out a bit. And then when he goes for it, he did get predicted, I suppose, with ShuC rolling into him.
Fortunately for him, he is well out of down throw fair percent. We can see ShuC trying to make a read out of it, but honestly, WhYYZ has no reason to get hit by that anymore at 132.
Exactly, he's beyond the percentage where it's even 50-50. He can just jump out and be safe. But at that point, ShuC should realize that he should not be aiming for the actual follow-up, but for the punish on the landing, which we have yet to see him do.
Oh, that should be it.
Up throw, taken clean. And now ShuC down to his last stock in game one. But maybe like last time, he will just instantly get the revenge kill.
And he does!
And there's the commentator's blessing for ShuC.
There
instantly
it is.
Getting the revenge kill. And we are at last stock, exact even percent, and this could be very interesting.
WhYYZ definitely not taking it back though. No SDI from ShuC. There we see the momentum for WhYYZ. Now, and that's the difference between having SDI on point and not having your SDI on point.
Well, that, and I feel like WhYYZ's advantage state is really strong on Lucas. He always manages to get a lot out of his non-true follow-ups, basically.
I actually haven't seen a whole lot from WhYYZ, but I do love watching me some Lucas, so Learning about him today. Up air? If he had landed on the platform, who knows?
That is what I was expecting. But right now, ShuC has taken the back foot, unlike last stock where he had a decent lead for the most part.
Oh, there it is, a grab, PK! No hoo-ha.
Just out of percent.
I think he might have actually activated the up air just a little bit too soon.
I am not certain. I think it was. It has to be a little bit delayed because of how high he needs to reach with his jump. Oh! I thought that was a 50-50 chance, but ShuC didn't go for the up smash. I saw him earlier almost misinputting it basically because he went for a dash take instead of an up smash. Maybe something similar happened now. Both players now at the kill percent. Reflected Shuriken almost taken out ShuC, but he managed to jump over it. And right now both of them are looking for the final hits. WhYYZ in the air now. ShuC should be attempting to punch the landing rather than anything else. Misses the hydro pump there. And now once again both in neutral looking for the final hit.
There it is, kill throw. As about, we're actually starting to approach the percentage where even Greninja's up throw might start killing.
I think it would have taken another 10 to 15%, but it was close. I agree.
Getting close.
And right now, ShuC needs to think of a stage that can benefit him enough to take the advantage.
Yeah, and it looked close, but make no mistake, if only WhYYZ hadn't gotten hit immediately with those kill confirms after taking a stock, that could have gone downhill fast for ShuC.
Exactly. It was exactly what I was going to mention. Even though it was close, ShuC needs something that can give him a momentum boost during game 2. Because unless he gets those early revenge kills instantly again, he's going to have a really hard time if he gets killed first once more.
He had to lead once or twice, but honestly, I feel like the entire game WhYYZ was in control.
Yeah, I would say only the second stock was really in ShuC's favor for the most part, but even then he lost his stock first.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter, because if he cannot land those kills, he does not get an actual solid lead.
So where would you like to see ShuC go for the second game?
Assuming final destination would be to go to the end, I would expect Town and City to come out.
Makes sense, even though Lucas kills on top can be very dangerous, because you don't... When you pick Town and City and you're playing...
It's always a double-edged sword.
Yeah, but you're playing against a character like Lucas that has an upward kill confirm like that. You don't only make sure that the kill confirm kills earlier, you also widen the percent rate that he can use it.
That is true, but at the same time, I think most of Greninja's kills will also come upward unless it's one of those force them off stage and get a random fair like we saw earlier.
Yeah.
So I feel like Town City would be favorable. It's mostly because it's a more wide stage.
Definitely.
And because sometimes the platforms, when they are gone, it's basically just a wider version of FD, which I think heavily benefits
It's
Greninja.
even wider than FD?
It is.
Wow.
It is even wider. It's not a huge difference, but there is a difference.
People always underestimate how much the width of a stage matters, and he ends up going to the widest stage of them all, Duck Hunt.
And I was assuming this would be the other one, assuming also Town and City was banned, because again, very wide stage, very open stage, which is also very important.
No SDI from ShuC, but I definitely saw him move. Maybe it wasn't on point enough, but he is trying, it looks like.
He tried to jump out after the Nair, which was too late, caused him to also still get hit by the up air. But he does try to SDI. I saw him earlier almost get out of a neutral air, but it's just not enough for him to actually prevent getting comboed. In which case, another option, which I didn't mention earlier, is if you SDI the same direction as Lucas is moving, you will still get hit, but you will get hit slightly further away because you're at a further distance when you get hit.
Which of course makes it harder to combo.
Exactly. Which is the alternative option if your SDI isn't full on point.
So it's going even once again. He doesn't get the sweet spot.
But he does get the Shuriken.
I wonder if he tried to star or if he legit tried to absorb the water shuriken.
I think it was a stall because I assume WhYYZ knows you cannot absorb the water shuriken.
Yeah. That's actually, it looks like you should be able to, because it kind of looks like an energy projectile, but Sakurai is sticking true to the Pokemon franchise. Water Shuriken, a physical
move.
Yes.
That is very correct. And especially after seeing the anime and the hype around Ash Greninja coming to Sun and Moon, it should be very known.
So we got a little bit of a reverse situation from last game. We got ShuC taking the first stock and WhYYZ with the instant revenge kill. However, unlike the last game, momentum doesn't shift in the second stock, and WhYYZ on the back foot finally gets a nice combo.
He tried to predict the DI backwards from ShuC on the down throw, and that could have been a very dangerous situation, but instead ShuC gets to confirm from the down tilt and has a really solid lead right now. Almost a full stock.
Yeah, WhYYZ basically got a few stray hits and one grab the entire game. So even a down smash like that won't be able to kill ShuC at all. Only 68%.
And the duck preventing ShuC from reversing that momentum right there with the neutral air, giving WhYYZ a lot of more follow-ups afterwards. And that was a very good tech. And there comes the...
Yo.
I was going to say he messed it up, but he managed to get a forward smash, so it's worth, I guess.
Yeah, that was a jab lock. Has ShuC been hitting the lab? Because normally I don't see him do it all too often.
He does know about them. He has labbed them for quite a while, especially when he started the game. But he's been using them less because he wants to rely on them less. But he still knows them. But I think he just wanted the regular lock with down air to get the neutral air to follow up. But a forward smash is a very good, I wouldn't say mix-up, but a different option he could take in case what just happens.
Yeah.
But right now, again, still ShuC with a really big lead, and one kill move will take out the second game is Infinity.
Oh,
And
there it is.
That's not it.
Landing forward air, not quite powerful enough to take it from center stage. He's trying to snipe WhYYZ with these water shurikens.
Good read on the air dodge there from WhYYZ. And even though there is a massive percentage differential, the kill setups from Lucas also killed rather early with Rage.
And that's exactly what he's gonna need this stock. 146 difference. He's trying to...
The reflected water shuriken once again, this time actually hitting ShuC. Delaying his water shuriken that time to prevent him from getting reflected. All he needs is one throw. I think he's going for that throw.
No rage.
And that's
there it is.
Jumping over PK Fire to get forward there for the game 2.
WhYYZ smiling and reading back. It's gonna go to a game 3. And I think definitely the width of the stage really played a big part here. ShuC had just all this space to play around.
And assuming DSR is still no longer a thing here.
No,
correct?
we got Ducked Legal, 2 bans.
No DSR.
No DSR.
So assuming
As it should be.
I'm not sure which stage WhYYZ will bring ShuC to. Like I would assume Smashville would be Strucken, and then maybe Battlefield because he lost on it last game. But then that's just assumptions from my part.
Then you still get Lilat when it comes to being choosing a narrow stage.
I don't think either character wants a Lilat right now because both of them can get their recoveries messed up by the tilting.
Lucas has a tether grab though, which makes
He has an
Lilat
alternative option.
significantly easier to traverse.
But looks like we're going Smashville anyway.
No ban from ShuC on Smashville, maybe he meant Lilat instead.
That is very possible.
Just in case.
But then again, it is in my nature to ban Smashville whenever possible, and most Europeans will never ban it. So that was a bold assumption from my part. So far, WhYYZ starting off really strong, getting a good combo in.
Okay, big damage from ShuC. 24.
ShuC's answering really well with those forward smashes, spacing out Lucas's aerials, because even though they are disjointed, they aren't disjointed by a good amount. It's just very limited. Ooh.
Watch it. Well, that's smart, you know?
Going for the Shadow Sneak.
He did the water shuriken to, you know, force him to kind of stay there. Or at least make him want to choose that option. And then when he thought he was safe, he ran in for the grab.
And now what I'm wondering is, we've already seen 2 Shadow Sneaks in the first minute. I'm not sure if that's a game plan. And that was another one. I don't know why he's suddenly going for a lot of the Shadow Sneaks. Maybe it's a form of his adaptation. Maybe he's seen something that I didn't, which Shadow Sneak is the answer to.
Oh, the back hit of the down smash. Why was he getting away with murder? Oh!
The picked up hitbox from up smash taking the leg of Greninja.
Such a hard read on the spacing of that back air. He started an up smash up like even before ShuC jumped.
You're just going to do it. And if it was a forward air, then Lucas would have been the one to be gone because of the extra knockback you get when charging a smash.
Okay, he's avoiding the killing blows.
And there once again,
This game.
Greninja showing how little the disjoints on Lucas mean because he outspaced Lucas' aerial with his own nair.
As in with the forward air, not it. No rage, even though it's Smashville, the stage with the most narrow side borders. Okay, so he's doing a lot better that he's avoiding the kill hit, but unfortunately he didn't get any hits of himself in all that time. So only 9%, basically even right now.
Very similar situation to game 1, in which WhYYZ every single stock took the first. Took the stock first.
Yeah.
But then basically instantly got a stock taken as well. So when we look at it that way, it could go both ways, depending on if ShuC can turn the tides in who takes the first stock.
Yeah, and now WhYYZ is at low percent again, and he's instantly just so much more comfortable getting in those hits that he couldn't while he still had his first stock. However, ShuC is fighting back, evening it up. We see more PK Fires come out from WhYYZ. In terms of Lucas play, I think he uses relatively little PK Fire.
Yeah, but it might be because of the matchup, because with Greninja's speed, it is really easy to punish a PK Fire if you just jump over it. Or even just beat it with water shurikens.
He had the read.
Ooh! Very clean read by ShuC, getting some good damage off with that charge forward smash. And now maybe with the... He did not go for the water hydro pump gimp, but that's actually understandable because it might have gimped himself.
And for the first time in the actual match, WhYYZ had to use the big Thunder 2. ShuC goes over, smart decision. He's off stage again though.
Very clean tag on the dash tag.
Excellent use of the PSI Magnet to stall, so he was...
And once again reading the air dodge for the kill.
One grab from WhYYZ though.
Yeah, this is definitely PK Hoo-Ha % right now, based on what I've seen from the earlier attempts from WhYYZ. But the problem is that getting a grab as Lucas is a lot more difficult than Greninja. So he's going to need to read in order to do that.
We got ShuC setting up for the Hydro Pump Gimps just now.
Ooh, very clean up
Yo,
there.
bold choice.
The read on the roll!
Yo, he is 2 for 2 in up smashes.
Oh, going for the spike right away, but I don't think that would have actually been that much more.
Well,
the blind spot of the forward smash of Greninja, such a frightening thing to see. I feel bad every single time. But yeah, as you were saying,
Yeah, just...
do you expect him to go for another up smash read?
No. He is 2 for 2 in up smashes right now. I like that. If he can get it sooner this stock though, that'd be great because he might even need such a powerful move to close it out.
Ooh, expecting an early up B, trying to hit it away with the water pump.
Yeah, but WhYYZ's stall game has been on point. Oh, little bit
Once
of a
again, a shadow sneak. I think that was a misinput.
Suddenly, PK fires everywhere. He wants a little bit of damage. Okay, he is in the down throw up air %. Oh,
he always does the down tilt first instead of going for a confirm. And WhYYZ attempted another up smash read, but ShuC had none of it this time. Just slammed him into the blast zone. And a very intense set right there. 2-1 for ShuC though.
Game 3, last stock, last hit even.
I definitely would like to see more of both players, but
if ShuC's spacing had been slightly off and WhYYZ rolled behind the Greninja, imagine. 3 up smashes in one game.
The fact that every single game went basically to last stock and maybe even last hit just showed how much of a close set it was overall, and how much of a show we actually got.
Yeah,
because we could never predict who was going to win. We never even mentioned like we think. No, there was no thinking here. There was just enjoying the moment and seeing who would get the better tricks out. Actually.
After seeing game 1 and 2, not even a seasoned gambler would have put any money on that set.
Probably not.
I hope WhYYZ just won the losers bracket because I'd like to see more than Lucas.
Definitely, but assuming how stacked it is today,
oh boy, yeah.
I do not assume that either of them are going to be placing extremely high.
Like basically everybody has a round 2 with like a top 16 or top 32 player in our country right now. And it's gonna be Blair versus Double C. Blair recently switching to Rosalina and Luma.
I heard about that. That's actually interesting. And I also heard that recently he actually got into practicing by himself.
Oh yeah, we got that boy at WhYU for his birthday.
Yeah, I heard there was some great community effort going behind that. And I hope Blair can already show in how far that's going to pay off. Because before he was an alright